What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming at you to the Fallout 76 video and channel. Hope my fellow ball dwellers are out there thriving and surviving in the wasteland. Let's get right into it. It's going to be the ultimate raid build with the highest DPS weapon, with the counterpart of a pepper shaker with the shredder, so you can cripple anything. You can shoot your targets when you feel lazy on regular events with your pepper shaker and kill any mob that you need to, and then you pull out the big boy when you need to just do some serious damage. Right now, this is the most powerful weapon in the game. The combination, because it's not considered melee, it's bash damage. We can still use radioactive strength on it, so I do recommend anti-armor, bash damage, +3 strength with pinpointers. And the shredder mod, of course. Make sure you ain't got no ammo in it. Show you our bust real quick. We did cancel bird bones and eagle eyes for our strength. We got company tea for AP regen. We got cooked soft shell meat for AP. We got Death Claw Wellington getting us 8 to our strength. Dog meat steak getting us 8 to our endurance. We got Squirrel on a Stick giving us 8 to our agility. So we got 52 strength, 31 endurance, 29 agility. We are bird bones. We got carnivore, eagle eyes, herbitallium, marsupial, speed demon. Don't worry about Italians. Twisted muscle and unstable isotope. Twisted muscle combines with one gun army to allow us to cripple the snake, and we get radioactive strength power from our glow and basher adding to our damage and solar power, and we take one for the team. Alright, we'll go over everything more in a minute. Let's just get right to the fight. Let's skip to the chase. We got toxic goo. Let's get our coffee ready. I ran out of the slime cake, so we're just going to use coffee. Alright, we're using whiskey. Very easy to come by. It's boosting our strength up. Now we're at 62. That's a 10. That's a lot in damage right there. That's adding 10. So very easy. The raid will give you cycle buffs. Alright, let's get our coffee. I'll probably overdo it. 10, probably do. Wakey, wakey, sneaky, sneaky. Boom! Just like that. This is OP. Dude, that had to be like 15 seconds. Well, no, you got the timer and you're seeing it as it's happening with the timer on there. Dude, super powerful. It is crazy how much. I mean, they probably will nerf this. It is sick. There's nothing else in the game that can even come close. Scotland Plaza, can't even come close. Even the auto axe cannot come close. They do good, but they just can't come close. Alright, now let's go show you what it'll do with the combination. I don't have to change any perk cards. We go straight to the robot and annihilate him. And then maybe we will go see the Scorch Beast Queen and real quick and show you with the flying creature how this combination works really good together. You just gotta make sure you empty out your drum after you kill an event like that, or a robot, or any event that rewards you with ammo, because you'll go to use it and it will be not powerful, because it'll just be shooting minigun 5mm bullets. So remember to empty out your bullets like that. Not a big deal. Give her your scraps so you don't get overweight. Alright. Let me show you just how powerful. We won't change any of our perk cards. We can run through the raid with no problem. Kill both bosses. Not an issue. Alright. Let's get our Furious. This is the pepper shaker you want. A Furious with limb damage, minus action point cost, with the conductor's mod on it. That way you can stay in VATS. Our AP is high enough to sustain it and we'll see what happens, how they change conductors. But for now, it is. We got a hex barrel for fire rate. It will cripple quicker. Standard magazine, because plasma laser doesn't cripple, and you need the shotgun shells. So there we go. So let's just go here and press this here button here. Come on, little button. Come on, little button. All right. Listen for your clicks. Make sure you don't. Sometimes it will lag. Make sure we're reloaded. Okay. I'll wait for him to turn around where you see his shield. We go through only one clip. Shield is down. Look at that. 2,000 on the damage. Boom. It's an insane build. It is insane. The most powerful build in all of Fallout, for sure, hands down. All right, let's go outside and look at the application of legendary perks. As I get ready, and I'll clip in how I will work with the Scorch Beast Queen. We'll go with the perk loadout with the Scorch Beast Queen. Before application legendary perks, got 10 in strength. I only got 5 invested in strength. I was messing around with it, and I put those points over in luck to have a little bit more with for our pepper shaker. So 10 in strength, 3 in perception, 10 in endurance, 6 in charisma, 8 in intelligence, 10 in agility, and 9 in luck. That's before application of legendary perks. Then we got brick walls, obviously, so you don't get staggered. Very powerful card. We got radioactive strength. You saw how powerful it is. This is adding to our shredder damage. 150 when our blow was high. I got Orange Keeper to help with a little bit of carry weight. You could go without Orange Keeper and put one more rank of a shotgun or heavy gunner, because the pepper shaker benefits from both cards. You can have one rank of each one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 40% with only having 4 invested. If you have this regular heavy gun, that would only be with four points. That would only be 25 or 30. It'd be 30. So we get an extra 10% doing it that way. You have one rank of each one. So you could get away with that and put one more rank of heavy gunner. But the pepper shaker is powerful enough to kill most mobs. It is, and it's also really there for support gun for crippling, and so that way you can take things out from a little bit longer range. Blocker for taking 40% less melee damage. Basher giving us 50% more damage, 75% limb damage. So that's adding on top of our one gun army and with our twisted muscles. Concentrated fire, so whenever we do use our pepper shaker, we help with our bat's accuracy and a little bit of damage. Oh, these guys are getting annoying. That's what I'm saying. You got to get rid of your ammo. See, y'all mind? I'm trying to make a video. I'll show you the mob ability of a mob with this. I mean, just easy. All right. Anyway, life giver for more health. Solar power is adding 3 hour strength. When it's nighttime, you can take that off and you can put on like Chem Fiend if you're using Cycle Buff, or you can put on Ironclad at 3. You get a little more resistance. There's some options there. Going out to get our radiation from our toxic glow and increase it. Fireproof for tankiness whenever we expect you need that when you're going against a robot. Bullet shield when we're using our pepper shaker. We got Party Boy, like I said, it could be swapped with United Ordeal, but it's giving us 6 strength with our whiskey. United Ordeal will give you 3 strength. Strange in numbers, boosted our mutations. You saw how the power of that working with taking one for the team. Very powerful. That's why I like to do these runs in the raids on a regular team, so you can see the true power of it and what you'll get versus me going solo and you don't get to see the true power. But the true power is being on a team. Tenderizer for more damage. We got stabilize for armor penetration when using the pepper shaker. Baggers include for carry weight with cores and ammo. For the pepper shaker don't got the ammo, but fusion cores. Science monsters don't cost any glow, gives us 15% bonus when we're hit. Ghoul or gunslingers besides the gorilla, we got it at 2 to make room for enforcer at 3. And enforcer can be taken off and put on action boy, but I don't feel like I'm really totally out of struggling with AP too much. But if you are and you're not trying to cripple anything with the pepper shaker, you could put the action boy on there if you're just mainly using the shredder. But definitely need that enforcer if you're going to cripple the robot, because one gun army and enforcer is working to cripple the robot. Yeah, better criticals, get extra 100% critical damage whenever you're using your shredder. Your pepper shaker. You get a little more kick with it. One gun army, it's benefiting from the shredder and the pepper shaker. You get a stagger and limb damage, plus 75%. Ricochet from reflecting a bunch of range stuff coming at you. Critical savvy, that will help with our getting a crit every 3rd shot with our pepper shaker. Good with salt. Get because I'm trying to collect slime cake and I got food buffs that come from my camp, and you could swap good with salt off and and put bloody mess at a 2 if you wanted to, but I don't feel like you need to. Got faulty spots, gives us 15% weak point damage. And then we got our electric absorption, giving us energy resistance and healing. Take 1 per team, multiplying our damage, and we got 4 specials, investment of 20 points into it. That is the build, the armor that we're using. The reason we got to set this way is our troubleshooters. We optimize bracers on, that way it takes action point cost down, and we got +2 strength on every piece, 3 high points on every piece. We got 2 pieces of rejuvenators and 2 pieces with Aegis. We got it that way because if you look at our poison resist, we're 210, so we got 60 fire, so we got elemental. We even got cryo because of the Aegis, and then we're able to run our electric absorption. So now we are super tanky and have all elemental resistances in the game. You're more than okay for any event that you go into. That's because we got the Union giving 150 to our poison resist on top of the Aegis. So, and it gives you 75 carry weight. So I would go with Union, and I would go with troubleshooters. You'll be more than okay in any event, and you're going to be really okay when you go against the robot with troubleshooters. So you'll be super tanky. That's what I would recommend with the jetpack. Now, as far as buffs are concerned, real quick, when you go through the raids, you're going to come and have a ton of a couple of things as far as chems are concerned. And let me show you. I got 270 buff outs. That's +2 strength, +2 endurance. Not as good as the other one, the buffettes. But when you combine it to the other thing that we get a lot of, which is Psycho, you can make Psycho buff. Psycho buff is unlimited supply. If you're doing raid runs, you're gonna have so many Psycho and buffs that when you put Chemist and you put Super Duper, you have an unlimited supply of Psycho buff. So that buff I took is basically supplied to you by doing the raids over and over, and you'll have more than enough Psycho buff to pop whenever you want to get that extra kick on your DPS. And as far as whiskey, you can get whiskey through, you can find some of the vendors in the mall, or you can come over here to Sylvia Homestead, where there's corn and there's wheat, and pick it. It is not that hard, and then go to your spirit machine, and mixed drink cocktail machine and make you some whiskey and let it ferment. That's 2 ways you can do it. All right, now let's go real quick and show you just how powerful this build could be when we take it solo against the Scorched Beast Queen to see how it works against flying creatures. All right, here we are waiting for the bomb to drop. The only little different we did do is put All Night Long and Caffeine on. For that we changed just a little bit, and everything else still remains the same. I did take one per team and put that 5 points into intelligence and then moved it back over to my strength, so we got an extra 5 in strength, being that we're not getting no benefits of stranger numbers for being on a team. So everything else stays the same. I thought about not doing a power warmer to try to get to absorb the most out of this radiation, but you get plus 10 strength as being a power warmer. So per ghoul, in my opinion, per melee, yes, it's very powerful being a power warmer with that extra 10 strength. You can see our strength is 50. That's really good. AP is 400. So what we're going to do, pop a whiskey since it's going to last long. Pop a cycle buff. Reload. And let's go see the queen. This will not last that long at all. Yeah, if you're like a regular human with unyielding, it would probably make more sense probably doing this. But and the radiation's so glitchy, I'm gonna stick true to the build and show you this weapon with the power armor, just how good we'll do. Is that her? No. And let's just see how good it does against a regular Scorched Beast with the reload. No. Pepper Shaker is more than good enough to take out mobs, like I said, help you out. Where's she at? There she is. Come here, girl. See if we can get her crippled. Really? Come here, girl. There we go. There we go. Got that wing crippled. Cripple her wing, get her to land. There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Insane. Boom. She's down in seconds. So this is such a powerful build, such a powerful weapon. That is insane. I mean, that's not even have words for it. You can always, you can always switch over, put on a Gatling Plasma when you want to. If you get tired of, I don't got gun foo, so, but look how good, your Gatling Plasma is still doing plenty good damage, over 400 there. Let's show you what it'll do. If you want to use your Gatling Plasma, it is prime, so it, look at that. That is sick, man. We took that Scorched Beast Queen down so quick. So you can use your Pepper Shaker for your crippling, and if you want to pull out something with range, hopefully you got a Gatling Plasma, you can use it. This is our Furious Gatling Plasma with crit damage, minus action point cost with the conductors, prime receiver, swift core, and reflex sight gets the AP cost down to 8. So very usable, manageable. But even your Pepper Shaker as a If that's all you have, you have your furious pepper shaker like this, and you'll still be doing okay. You'll cripple anything, and there's nothing that will not be able to be shredded in pieces. The shredder has been reborn, it has been remade, and it is right now the top DPS weapon and all of Fallout. There's nothing else that can even come close. The auto axe doesn't come, it's behind it. The Gallon plasma is behind it, at least for now. And you don't have to be a ghoul. I mean a feral ghoul. So that you don't have to suffer any vax accuracy like you do when you use an auto axe. You want to use any ranged weapons. Kind of want to find something else to shoot. So quick. Let's go see. There ain't nobody here. Let's go see this Murloc Queen to finish off the video. Just show you a little bit of regular enemies with your pepper shaker. Being not fully spec'd, we could have higher damage numbers, but I mean, that ain't bad. Reload. Alright. I mean, that ain't bad at all. That ain't bad. Do this one outside of bats. Hip fire. No, you'd be more than okay, between running around and switching to your shredder to shred everything, to pulling out your pepper shaker that with the crippling on it. Even just with the crippling, it's still a pretty decent weapon. Let's see how good it cripples her. Let's reload. Now we'll take her out. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like a beast, but it'll more than get you by. That's the hardest regular enemy you're gonna face anyway. So it'll more than get you by in the wasteland with using your pepper shaker, even with limb damage. But if you do got a Gallon plasma, you can pull that out on the side too, and you're gonna melt everything, and then you're gonna have your shredder, the most awesome weapon there is right now. And with combination of that and the pepper shaker, you'll cripple everything and you'll be able to shred them in pieces. Nothing will be safe. Not the snake, not the guardian, not the scorch beast, not Earl, not the robots. This build will get you by with every one of them if you go by how we set it up, going through the mine, and you'll be more than okay going through every event played on a team. You'll have everything covered between poison, between fire, between electricity, between flying creatures and creatures that do crawl, creatures big, creatures small. So yeah, wow, insane power. Think about it. We soloed 3 bosses in less than like 45 seconds. The Scorpion Queen was like 11 seconds, the Snake was like 12 seconds, and the robot bringing his shield down and killing him was like 15 seconds. I mean, that is insane power. You got to get one of these. You need one of these so you can see what it feels like to be an immortal titan in the wasteland. If you don't got it, they're easy to come by. Miniguns drop from super mutants. You can get them from plants from a train station. You can put the shredder mod, or you can, if you got the plan, you can craft with super duper and you get a bunch of them and scrap them, and you can learn the shredder mod. You got to, because it is insanely fun and there's nothing that can stand in your way. They probably will nerf this. I mean, the interaction between Bash and Radioactive Strength, I haven't heard anything about it being changed, but it's so OP it's going to be. It will, but it'll be okay. We'll adapt, we'll overcome, we'll figure out a new way, we'll figure out a new system. Whatever they create and throw at us, we're going to try to adapt and overcome them and make the most OP builds that we can to annihilate things in a wasteland. That's what we do. We're survivors. We are thrivers and survivors. So yeah, I hope you got something out of it. If you did, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Good luck out there getting your shredder, and I hope you shred, baby, shred. This is Big Red. I'll see y'all in the next one.